Hey there, it's Diane Banks, voice actress and radio personality in Chicago. Please check out my other vids like Disney princess and villain lookalikes at the Golden Globes this year. And also, please don't forget to subscribe if you haven't yet. And as always, keep leaving your great comments. I'll check a couple here, quickies, before we do today's topic. Movie Mistakes watched my video about Disney movie mistakes in movies like Moana and Tangled and said, "These are good." Well, thanks. And then changed it, watched my video about Disney's Little Mermaid here in Chicago and is it better than Broadway? And changed it, says, "I saw the movie and it was awesome." It was, wasn't it? One of the best. And the last hand-drawn, I think, too. A couple of quickies here, and then we'll do today's topic, I promise. So, Blueberry sans us or underswap. I think I said that right. Watch the Disney movie mistakes video and says, "The lion with the two eye colors. That is spooky." I agree. That one's from Lion King. You'll have to watch the video to see more about that. And then Maddox121 watched how Disney's Pixar Inside Out was changed for the Japanese market and says, "I respect your opinion on broccoli." Thanks, and we'll wrap up with this one from Yankee Gator, who says, oh, this is for should Donald Trump be included in the Hall of Presidents? Yankee Gator says, of course he should. He is President of the USA. Well, I would say he is today. And that's all I'll say about that. Okay, let's move on to our topic here, the secret language of Disney cast members and what all these strange words mean. Now, this is a cast member who was a cast member there for 3 years. Some of these are not so exciting, I admit, but some of them are kind of cool. So let me know what you think in the comments. ER is short for early release. So let's say you want to get out of work early that day. She says an ER is basically like a golden ticket, but instead of going to the happiest place on earth, you get to go home and lie on the couch. So she says, "I need an ER today." That means an early release from work. I don't know, some of these maybe you use on your job too. Let me know in the comments. Here's rotation. That's when you move from one position to another. I think other companies use that, don't they? Yeah, so that one's not so exciting. I guess this is her when she was there for 3 years. I'm not sure where in the park this is. Let me know if you know. And then having a little nap on the job, or an ER, an early release. What else have we got? Bump out, a pre-warning you're about to go home. So this would come before an ER. I'm going to bump out soon and get my ER. Does that make sense? ROS, short for release of service, a fancier name for an ER. You notice a lot of these are about going home early. I don't know if she liked her job. Drop position. That's drop what you're doing and you go to someplace else. Okay, so if you're going to rotate someplace else in the park, you dropped your position. Delayed start, delayed open. So if something starts late, that's normal, right, for most jobs. Bank out, a cool way to say you're going to pack up and go home. We're banking out. Drop your fund. Handling a cash position. Again, packing up and going home. We should ask her about this. Why did you want to go home all the time? Was it that bad there? This is her here during her 3 years. I can't tell where this is. Which restaurant do you think this is? Looks like maybe that Beauty and the Beast place, doesn't it? Let's see. Let's see. Insert someone here. Do you ever? Oh, this is a Rachel assist. Oh, that's if you wanted somebody to help you. Well, a lot of companies do that. How about e-stop? This is a good one for emergency stop. So like, you know how you're on a ride and something has gone wrong and it's malfunctioning? That would be an e-stop. The e-stop is 15 minutes in. That's a good one. And then this one I thought was good too, a 101. It describes when something's not functioning or a ride's currently broken or closed down. If you heard somebody say a 101, that's what it means. So I thought e-stop and 101 were kind of good. This is cute. Ithaca College, if I could say it. I used to live in upstate New York, so that's fun. Maybe you lived near one of these. That's it for these. And then there was a couple of rules here that I thought were kind of interesting. Just that they have to make sure they know everything, or you never say, "I don't know," or you're not supposed to. Some cast members say they've done that, but you're not supposed to. They're not supposed to have facial hair. Little Alice is breaking the rules here. She looks good with facial hair. The hair code here, you're not allowed to shave your eyebrows. Now, somebody in the comments said they used to work there and they were able to do that, but I mean, that they might have been joking. I don't know if this is true or not, but you're not supposed to do that. Women neatly brush your hair. Braids are allowed, but not beads. They mean beards, I think. Autographs. So this is interesting. You have to follow guidelines for each autograph so that they look identical. So no matter who's in the Mickey costume, the experience is the same. So I guess they have to practice autographs so they all look the same. You have to be a certain height. Did you know that? If you want to play a princess, you have to be between 5'4" and 5'8". Why? So you fit the costume, I would imagine, right? Hands off, fingernails, only a quarter of an inch past the fingertip, nail polish not allowed. Do you think they actually measure people's fingernails? I don't know about that. I'd love to hear from a cast member if you are one or know one and see if any of this is really true, or a lot of it. Tattoos, tongue piercings, that's probably, I would say that probably would make sense. And then glasses, they can't have displays of logos or brands, and you have to have conventional colors. Now what does that even mean today? And would Edna be able to work there? Spotless, yes, we all know about that one. They're supposed to make sure the park is super clean, pick up trash, but don't bend over to pick it up. That's why they have the little scooping method. Well, not an ice cream scoop, but you know what I mean. And then no pointing. They're not supposed to point either. Why? Well, this is interesting because in some cultures it's considered offensive. So you'll notice if you ask a question, they gesture with a whole hand or two fingers. Even Walt is doing that here. Mickey's going, yeah, that's good, Walt. Don't make trouble. Social media, a no-no. Now, some people, there were in the comments, cast members saying that's not true. They talk about social media, but I guess you're not supposed to at work. A lot of companies do that. First name basis, that's true. You're only supposed to go by your first name. Code words. This is funny. If a guest throws up, they used to call it a protein spill. Now it's called a code V. So if somebody lost their lunch, you might hear someone say, code V. Over by Cinderella's castle. Staying in character. Let's see. Yeah, well, you're not supposed to be out of character, right, while you're in the park. Wasn't there a story once about that? A little kid saw Mickey without his head or something, and it was very traumatic. I don't know. But if you have a favorite of some of the ones we talked about today, if you know if some of these are true or not true, I'd say a lot of these probably make sense, right? Kind of cute. Pretty interesting secret facts and rules from our friends at Disney. Wow, I wonder if she wore that at the office. But anyway, let me know what you think in the comments or anything you want to talk about Disney style. And please subscribe. It's Diane Banks. Thanks a lot for watching as always, and we'll talk soon.